People, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Hey, good people. Hey, good people. We back. I want to say we're on episode 3. We're on episode 3. We've made it. All of you guys have been absolutely amazing. I mean, the support has just been great. I mean, we moving on show to show. Um, Somebody asked me the other day, well, do you have a title for the show? What's the name of the show? And, I never realized that I don't really announce that, or, it's a whole learning process. But the name of the show is No Chaser, and it's Straight Talk with your guy, Dr. Nate the Mogul, MF. Now you're asking, what does the MF stand for? It stands for Mistake Fixer. I am the Mistake Fixer. We put this show together and we started to broadcast in hopes of fixing some mistakes, in hopes of, things that you think can't be fixed. We feel that if we talk about them and bring them out to the front and agree that they're a problem, then they can be fixed. Shout out to everybody that's on already. I got in trouble for shouting everybody out individually before. So I'll just say shout out to everybody. The producer got on me about it. So shout out to everybody. We're going to get right into it because every week the conversations get so intense and they get so lit that we start running out of time, and then I have to rush my guests, and it doesn't be good. So we're going to jump right in today, and school going to be in session. On today, I would get my mate. I would get somebody that may be interested in you, that you haven't given the time of day. I would get, somebody that you may have been with, that y'all no longer together anymore. I would get my husband. I would get my wife. I would get my girlfriend, my boyfriend. I'd get my baby mother, my baby father. I'd get my complicated person that I'm dealing with. I'd get, my sugar mama, my sugar daddy, whoever it is that you're trying to put together a relationship with, whoever it is who's trying to put a relationship together with you, this is the time you need to grab them. Shoot them a quick text. Say, hey, you need to jump on this live. It's getting ready to get crazy. On every show, I give my disclaimer is that the things you're going to hear today is 100% for adults. We have real adult conversation with real adult content, and we tackle real adult issues. So if you're sensitive and a little harsh language, or, maybe an F-bomb here and there is going to bother you, then this is probably not the show for you. I would go ahead and, exit yourself now. If your kids are up, either I will put in some headsets, or you might not want them to hear this neither. I don't think you want them to go to daycare tomorrow and be talking about what the doctor was talking about last night. So let's dive in. We get a bunch of emails and inboxes and people who see me. First off, people who see me want to know, like, when did you become a doctor? Like, that's always the first question. Anybody who knows me, they're like, well, bro, when did you become a doctor? Or I all this time I've known you, I've never known you as a doctor. I am a self-proclaimed doctor. I do not have any formal education. I did not go to school to be a doctor. I am a doctor of experience, okay? I'm a self-proclaimed doctor. I used to be a doctor of love, but then I got married. So now I'm like, I'm just a doctor, whatever. I'm just a doctor. So let's get right in it. Today, we're jumping into a major issue and a major topic that everybody always wants to talk about. And that's relationships, that's love, that's not being in love, that should jump off, that's whatever it is that you want it to be. That's what we're going to talk about today. Again, for all of our newcomers that may be on, any comments that you drop, I'm able to see them. And usually I'm able to read them and I'll comment on them. But in any event I missed them, please don't send me bad inboxes. Like I pick and choose what comments I want to read, and I talk to who I want to talk to, because that's not it. Sometimes the comments just going so fast that I'm trying to get to one and then another one come on, and I don't always get to catch it. So don't feel no way at all. I see that Joyce is on. Joyce, thank you for joining us tonight. Hola to you as well. Raheem, I'm happy you on, sir. We'll probably get you on because I always love your insight. I always love the things that you say. And a lot of times when I'm thinking one way, you always seem to be able to sway my thought a different way. So it's always good for you to be on. Yogi, it's always a pleasure. Miss Tiffany, it's always a pleasure for you guys to be on. And we're going to jump right in. Courtney, it's always a pleasure, sis. Thank you so much. We're going to jump right in. Relationships. I can speak for me. I believe that in my earlier years, I had a good time like any other man or woman. I had a ball, I was out just living my best life. I did what I wanted to do. I didn't have no regards for anybody's feelings. I was worried about myself, and that was, pretty much it. And now that I've taken on this whole doctor role, and I'm on this YouTube and I'm on this social media, and as it grows, people legit be sending me questions, and they be asking me things, and they expect to get answers. And like I said before, this is a major topic that people bring up. So the first thing I want to talk about today is just simply understanding. Just simply understanding the opposite sex. Just simply understanding the same sex. If you're in a same sex relationship, whatever relationship it is, just simply understanding the person that you're trying to be with. And when I say that, sometimes you see a woman that, at least for me, I've dated women and I felt like, they always on my back. They checking my phone. They running me down. They doing all of this. They doing all of that. And I never thought about why they doing these things. I never thought about, maybe they've been cheated on. Maybe they've been hurt. Maybe all of the stuff I told them when I was trying to get the drawers, now that we together, it's all registering in their head, and they're just not trusting me. And, I have to build a trust. I never thought about, what? Maybe she don't trust men. Maybe she been hurt before by a man. Maybe a male family member has abused her. Maybe, I never gave that any thought because I was just solely worried about what it is that I wanted. And the same thing for women. I think with women, you automatically think that the man is a whore or the man is a player, or women automatically just think that she can't trust a man because, what she's been used to, when in actuality, you should heal first before you even try and get into another relationship, because all it does is just mess up things even longer for you. And my personal opinion is that if people would keep it real with themselves and people would be truthful with each other, you would get in a relationship extremely quicker, and I say that on both ends. And I can only speak for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm gonna tell you my truth, and I'm gonna tell you my real. And in hopes, when I tell y'all these things, my hopes is that you'll be able to have this real conversation with your mate, and you guys will be able to just put everything on the table. And I can guarantee you, once everything is on the table, once everything is told, the truth, and you give your partner the decision to decide if that's something they want to deal with, things will go a lot better. So I'll speak for me. For me, I've been overweight my whole life. Anybody who knows me knows I've always been overweight. Like, that's not a secret. However, I've never had, let me say this, I never thought I had low self-esteem. I always thought, I'm a big boy, like I'm gonna do me, ladies gonna love me, I'm gonna do me. But later on, um, I see my big cousin, hey Rob, what's up, buddy? Later on I learned to realize that I did have low self-esteem. I realized that I used to try and deal with a lot of different women because I knew I didn't have nothing. Um, I knew that, in my head I was fat. Um, a dude with the muscles is gonna get the girl. So I always wanted to have something in my back pocket. I never used to want to look dumb. And as crazy as that may sound, a lot of men may not admit that because we have low self-esteem, because we know the woman that we with, we don't understand why she chose us. We don't understand why this lady gave me a chance when she clearly knows that I ain't ish. Or we saying I got to be on top of this because when she found out the truth that I don't have anything and all of that stuff that I promised her is probably never going to happen, and all of that stuff, she's going to be out. We try and compensate with a bunch of different women to have something to fall back on. And I believe the same thing for women. I believe if women would just keep it real, things will be better. Like, I believe I've dealt with women that they really just wanted sex. But instead, women got to always pretend like from the beginning that, I'm looking for a serious relationship. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. I'm looking for a serious relationship. And, I want to settle down and I want this family and I'm not here for any games. But the whole time you here for all the smoke. Like you legit want to just freak off and you want to be out. But if you would just say that and then I could be honest, then we could have a good time. And when we finish having a good time, you go your way, I'm going to go my way. No foul play. Nobody was hurt. It was what it was. Communication is extremely important. Sometimes, at least for me, I would meet women because I was always somebody to go after the one everybody wanted. I would go after the prettiest one in the club. I would go after the one that all my boys was intimidated by. That's who I would go at. But in going at her, I would have to create a character. I would have to make myself into somebody that I wasn't. And the reason why I had to do that is because we didn't communicate. I didn't know she had 4 kids and she was a single mother and she still lives with her mother. I didn't know that she works a minimum wage job and she just trying to make it while she's in school. Or I didn't know she got public assistance and she lived in the projects. But because I made up this person that I am, now she made up a person. And she made me think that she's somebody that she wasn't. And I'm making her think that I'm somebody that I wasn't. So when it all blew up, we may have been perfect for each other, but we never gave each other the chance to get to know the real us. So this is the thing. If you be real and give somebody the opportunity to decide if they want to deal with you or not deal with you, things will go a lot better. Because at the end of the day, listen, miss, I don't have nothing. Like I'm in here tonight, I can't buy no drinks, but you know what? I was tired of sleeping in my car. I got out and I came in here and this is just what I wanted to do. You don't know what may happen. Hey man, she might be the one that just, you know what, I like you anyway. And hey, I just want to deal with you. Yogi said, what if you need someone else to heal with? I'm one that had that same vibe of not feeling the best about myself when it came to women. I wanted to be in love. I am a man that legit needs that. Yogi, first off, I applaud you for even saying that and for even bringing it to the forefront. And what I want to say is, my brother, you got to love yourself first. And nobody can help you heal. What you're doing with that person that you think is helping you heal, you're destroying them. You're destroying them because you're broken. So because you're broken, if you see them doing better than you or you see things going better for them than it's going for you, you start breaking them down. And women are emotional creatures. So when you tell her she ain't shit, or you tell her she fat, or you tell her nobody else gonna want her, as strong as she may be, it starts to register in her head. And eventually she starts to believe this. And now what happens? You ain't shit. Now she ain't shit. And now you got two people that's just not shit. And they mad with each other and they arguing. And now you getting physical. And now she's allowing you to be physical because she's broken. And neither one of y'all never going to get back on top because neither one of y'all have the drive to do it. See, somebody in a relationship got to be the strong one. In my world, for me, it can't be the woman. And I'll tell you why I say that is that women just weren't bred. And I know there's some very strong women on this live. My wife is an amazing, strong woman. And I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but women were not bred to lead. Women were bred to follow. When a woman meets a man, she decides if he's somebody that she can follow. Is this a man that I can get behind and let him lead me? Is this somebody that I don't have to worry? I'm going to always be protected and covered and just don't have a worry in the world? If you can't lead that woman, then it'll never work. If you're able to sit back and allow the woman to lead, and you allow a woman to take care of you, and you allow a woman to get you back on your feet, you'll always be in this place that's broken because, believe it or not, she'll never respect you. Women want to be ride or dies. That's what they want to be because they were groomed to be nurturers. They want to nurture. But at the same time, sometimes they can be dumb and allow us to go from being their man to one of their dependents. And that's where everything get mixed up at. So what I've learned that when I really did realize I was in love, it was because I no longer wanted to hurt her. It's because I no longer wanted her to be stressed over how we were going to eat, or how the bills were going to get paid. How was she going to buy me sneakers so I could go out and look good in a club to bag other chicks? I no longer wanted that for her. I realized I was in love when I realized, hey, I got to take over. I realized I was in love when, hey, you know what? She just can't do this no more. She can't cry no more. She can't beg and plead with me to be right no more. It just can't be no more. That's when you know that you're in love. That's when you know, hey, this is the person for me, when you no longer want to hurt them. But as long as it's okay for them to be hurt, as long as you're okay with her texting you all night and you're not answering, as long as you're okay with, laying up and she home worried about you. And I mean, send her a text, man. Hey, look, babe, I'm all right, but I got drunk and I'm gonna be sleeping somewhere else tonight. I mean, whatever you got to do, that's what you just need to do. And I'm not condoning that, but I'm just saying is when you love somebody and you care about somebody, you don't hurt them. I don't believe love should hurt. And that's what I want to say on that, and we'll move on. If anybody have any comments, feel free. Rakeem, I see you. My man said, hurt people. And I 100% believe that. I believe that if you're hurt, how can you love me if you don't love yourself? Just ponder that for a minute. Just listen to it, think about it, and keep it real with yourself. If you don't love yourself, how can you love me? If you can't heal yourself, how is it I'm supposed to help you heal? And a lot of times we take help and heal as, look, I'm depressed right now. I don't want to work. You hold it down. I need you to, get these bills paid and make sure I'm okay. And what's sad is that's hurting you more. And a lot of times we try and equate that with, this is my ride or die. My ride or die is she gave me $300 to get me another quarter pound for me to get on. But you never thought about you over 40 years old still trying to flip a quarter pound, my man. When you could have took that same 300 and went to Sam's or Costco's or one of them and got you 100 cases of water and sold them on the street for $1 a piece. Water is 400% profit. But instead, she gave you that 300, you ain't got you a quarter pound, man, because now you're going to flip weed. Now you're going to go to jail, and now she has to bail you out. Come on, my man. I'm not really here to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm not here for that. But if we're going to talk about relationships, we got to talk about where we going wrong at. We got to talk about understanding each other. We got to talk about, like, a lot of times, ladies, and I want to talk to the ladies right now. I want you to understand that men have feelings too. Like, we hurt too. But anytime we bring that to the forefront, or if we try and talk to you about our feelings or how we hurting, that's equated as a man being soft. A lot of y'all may not admit it, but anytime a man is going through something, he can't come to his woman with it because it's equated as he's soft. This dude in here crying about he ain't got money and he don't know how he gonna make it tomorrow and this and that. I mean, oh, Crystal, you can't pour from an empty cup. 100%, you are correct. So to get back to what I'm saying is that like, I legit know how sensitive people are. So I just gotta watch what I said, because ultimately, guys, like, and I tell y'all this on every episode, I want a seat at the big table. I'm doing this not only because I want to help some people, but my ultimate goal is I want a seat at the big table. I want to be able to call you out, and Shutterfly gives me a check to present to you for $10,000 to help you with everything you did. So I feel like all my content will be looked at one day, and I have to just be careful with the things that I say. So sometimes if you hear me filter it a little bit, just know that there's a bigger picture. And when I go, we all go. And just know that. Not every woman is like that. I would never come down on a man for opening up to me. Not every woman is like that. Some of them build that man into a king with guidance and direction. So this is the thing, right? I believe that tonight there's couples on and there's people who are together. So I believe a lot of times we're not going to be able to say exactly what it is. And I don't believe all women are like that, but I do believe that a majority of women want to be with a man that can provide for them and that can take care of them. And whenever a man expresses his feelings, or if he cries, or anything like that, he's equated as being soft. And it may not be all women. I'm not saying it's all women, but we have to tell the truth is a man is not allowed to have feelings. A man is not allowed to be able to, say, hey, you know what? I just don't want to work no more. A man can't never have a bad day. Not saying, you know what, I'm gonna leave my job forever, but you know what? I just don't want to go today. I just woke up, I'm in a bad mood and I don't want to go. A man can't come home and tell you he hates his job. A man can't come home and say, yo, you know what? The way you spoke to me last night and the curse words you said to me last night was hurtful. Like, I do nothing but try my best to look out for you, and you spoke to me that way. If he says that, even you listening to me right now, I sound soft. You cannot, sometimes men cannot equate their feelings. We don't have the right to hurt. We don't have the right to be going through something. Only thing we have to do is get out, work, take care of your family. And the moment you don't do that, so forget the 15 years I've been doing it. For that 3 months that I'm going through, I'm now soft. Hey, you need to move on. Hey, he ain't the one for you. Hey, if he don't provide for his family, then you need to go. And you saying that, hey, men should speak out and men should do this and do that. But when them family members is bashing me, are you taking up for me? Are you protecting me? Are you explaining to them that I'm not that way? This is what we need to know. Are you explaining that? Are you telling people that, hey, no, he's not that way. He's going through something. It is what it is, I understand where you're coming from. We expect a lot from men without considering his feelings. Thank you. How much is your counseling fee? My God, that is so funny. I am a doctor now, Biz. My rates has gone up, but I'll have my people get in touch with your people. Men need our time to ourselves more than what some women think we do. I put shit on mute for a while till I got my head back in the game. And I believe that, And I'll also say on the flip side of it is that um, I have a wife, I have kids, and I don't get time to hurt. Like I don't get time to fall off. Like I don't have time to not work or to not bring in a paycheck because my family got to eat. Not saying, my wife doesn't work or she won't hold down a family, but to be brutally honest, and we going to talk about it here, she can't. She can't afford all of the bills that we have. And in saying that, like I'm just saying that we sometimes don't get mental breaks. Men don't get mental breaks, and it's something that's always brushed under the rug. And women love you and they adore you as long as you taking care of the household, or as long as the bills are being paid, or as long as you taking out the trash or whatever. But that one lazy day trumps everything that you've done all of this time. It's over with because hey, you didn't get up today and take out the trash. Hey, you're not working. Hey, you missed 3 days of work. Hey, I mean, look, man, you got men walking around right now ready to put a bullet in their head, man. You got men right now that just, I'll give you a great one for my guys. I'll give you a great one. You got men right now that's stressed out because you always talking about you tired and won't give them sex. Huh? Oh, okay. You got men right now that should come home to their peace after all the attacks they get out in the street all day, after all the weight and pressure that they have on their shoulders all day. They should come home to peace. The place that they pay the bills, the place they bring the bacon home, the place where everybody feels protected because daddy's home. Why can't I come home and walk in and the kids are asleep and I get some head? Why can't we have sex? Why do I got to hear about how tired you are and this just ain't the night? And why do I have to take it? We don't want to talk about that. Now, on the flip side, I'm just not here for the men. We come home, yeah, we worked all day, but this lady also got a full-time job. This lady also take care of 4 kids. This lady also has a house to maintain. This lady also has to cook dinner. This lady also just has just the weight of being a nucleus of the family. The woman is the nucleus. She holds it all together. So you know what? Why can't we compromise? I want sex every day. But when I come in and you in a Medea outfit snoring like a Bigfoot, I don't want to touch you. You sound like a Mack truck. I don't want that. So out of 7 days, let me come home and you in here smelling like poopery or pear glaze or something. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to do nothing. Just have the cover peeked off a little bit, be turned on your side, and I'll take over the rest. When you wake up in the morning, you will be sticky. That's all I'm saying. Compromise. Where's the compromise at, people? This is where communication is so necessary. I believe spouses should check in with each other to make sure they are good. Speak the truth, brother. Home is peaceful when a man creates that peaceful environment. Each has to bring peace home in order to have peace. Um, Again, so this is what I'm saying. Like Tiffany, the man has to create peace. What does the woman do? The man has to come home and create this peaceful environment. Him being out all day, that home should be peaceful when he gets home. He's been out working all day. What more peace do he have to create after he's been out working all day? After he's made another day's wages to help get you a new bag or some new shoes or food in them kids' mouth. Peace has to be at home. When I get home from work, I need peace. If it's a cold beer I want, have that cold beer waiting. If you need to get the kids to bed 2 nights early for the week, that's what you need to do. That's just what it is. And the same thing for our fellas, man. Like we got infant kids. I have a 8-year old. I have a 3-year old. I'm sorry, I have a 2-year old and a 1-year old. And that's not all my kids, but I just mean my younger kids, right? And I realized my wife was overwhelmed. I realized that she just wasn't getting it done. The house wasn't getting clean. It wasn't dirty. Don't be stupid and post that the house was dirty. We ain't got a roach or a rat or nothing. It may have been a little crumbs on the counter. That's it. Okay? Don't get beside yourself. But I realized, and this is what I had to notice. I had to notice that, you know what? When I come in, it's frustrating me because I see toys all over the place. It's frustrating me that I see these kids' jackets that they took off sitting on a bar. So one or two things. Either I'm a fuss or I'm going to clean it up. So I'm not going to fuss because this is a place of peace. And she deserves her peace as well. I'm not going to clean it up because I've been working all day. I'm exhausted and I just don't have it in me. So what's my next option? I'm going to get a housekeeper. And a lot of time, guys, we have all of these things to say and we want things done a certain way and we want your nails, hair, and your feet done and the house should be clean and dinner should be done. But sometimes we got to pitch in. Wash them dishes. Put a load of clothes in the machine. Put gas in her car. Warm it up in the morning. And if we're not willing to do it, then we need to get it done. Me personally, every now and then I'll clean the house if I have time, but I work a lot. So you know what? Let me go ahead and get you a housekeeper. So yeah, that's one less thing that you have to do. Okay? You work from home. You got a lot of men, like even some of my homeboys, like we talk, my wife works from home. So why don't you cut your childcare bill and let her keep the kids? Because she needs sanity. These kids be running around this place like goddamn, like Tasmanian devils, man. So what, she gonna keep them all day? And then when I get home, I'm tired. I pick them up, love on them, and I'm out. So now she got them all evening. We got to compromise. Where's the compromise at? So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a housekeeper. We're going to go ahead, send them kids to daycare. You working regardless, but at least you got a little bit of time. Watch your TV, do whatever you're going to do. Talk to your little side joint when I ain't home. Whatever you got to do. Just handle your business. I'm okay with that, man. You understand what I'm saying? So the point of this live, I wanted to open up a conversation for some people. And I know people going through things, and I know you feel like this relationship just not going to work no more. You feel like you just to your wits' end. You just had enough. But what I want to tell you is if that's where you at, then why don't you leave? If you so fed up and you tired of this and you over it and you just had enough and I just can't take it no more, why don't you leave? You staying there for them kids hurting more by y'all two not speaking in the energy that's in the crib. Go ahead and leave. That don't mean you can't see your kids. That don't mean you can't take care of your kids. Go ahead and leave. But you staying because there's something there. And if there's something there, instead of us arguing all day and we hate each other and I don't want to come home and she don't want to come home, baby, what can we do to fix this, man? What can we do? You still look good. You still, goddamn, when I see you in the morning get dressed, I bite my bottom lip every time you bend over and touch your ankles and rub that lotion on. I'm tired of this, man. I want to get back in. I want that old thing back. Today I put up a post earlier, and I just simply said, sometimes when you love a woman so much that words can't express how you feel, you got to go old school. My grandparents were married over 60 years. Some people from back in the days been married 60, 70 years, 80 years they've been married. And you know why? Because they never lost the love, man. They never got away from the love. No matter if they argued, fussed, and fought, they stayed together. It ain't no, right? Nowadays, as soon as you get angry, you know what? F this. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not doing this no more. Nobody perfect. You're going to argue. You're going to fight. But when you think about it, is it worth me leaving? When you weigh the pros and the cons, is it time for me to go? And if it is, by all means, go. If it's time for you to go, by all means, pack your stuff, go ahead and go. Because if it can't work, it can't work. But if you are going to stay with somebody and you do want to make it work, romance win every time, man. Every time. I don't care what y'all going through. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all to school real quick. Now, fellas, I want y'all to go ahead and grab you a pen, a notepad, get your note section up in your phone. Do what you got to do, man. But I'm going to tell you something, man. You wait till she out, player. You feel me? You wait till she out. You go ahead and get a hot bubble bath ram, man. Hit it with a little bit of that foam stuff. Put some of that salt rocks or scrub, whatever that is, man. You know, when she get in and she feel them on the bottom of her feet or whatever, you know. You want to hit that in there. You feel me? Look, man, and you don't need a lot of money because Dawn do the same thing that any Bath and Body Works gonna do, my boy. If Dawn could clean ducks, my man, Dawn could set this mood. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let me get back to it, man, right? So we're going to go ahead and hit it with a little Dawn. You know what I mean? Just a tablespoon. That's all we need. Hit it with a little tablespoon, man. If you want to get fancy, get the lavender Dawn, babe. You see what I'm saying? Get the lavender Dawn, baby. If you want to get fancy. You know what I mean? Now we got that soap in there, boy. Ooh, she right. You feel what I mean? I mean, you ain't got no money for rose petals. It's okay, man. Run on outside, man. Get some of them green leaves over there off that tree, man. Hey, look. She ain't thinking about that, man. She ain't thinking about that, man. You gotta get you some of them green leaves off that tree. Throw that thing in there, man. If you gotta put a little poison ivy in there, man, do what you gotta do, man. Make a scratch, man. So, baby, I'm your antibiotic. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm about to put on you right now, this is about to be antibiotics, baby. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to play. See, I'm a player. You know what I'm saying? I'm a player. Now, we got our soap, baby. We got our leaves in there. You know what I mean? Now, if you can get rose petals, get rose petals. But in the event you can't, them green leaves you see out there going to do the same thing, my man. It's just for an illusion. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you go to $1.25 tree, go to $1.25 tree. They got these little teacup candles, my boy. You see what I'm saying? You can get 175 of those, man, for about $4. I promise you that. About 175, about $4. I'll put them janks all over the tub, you know what I mean? Light them up for a boy. And when she get home, she looking to yell and scream because, you know, y'all been beefing. Bitch, hush your mouth. So you got to put a bitch in there for her to understand how serious it is right now. You see what I'm saying? Trust what I'm telling y'all, man. Put your hand on her lip. Bitch, hush. You see that? And she said, what you doing? What you doing? I said, bitch, hush. Okay? Bitch, hush. All right? Now you follow me. Now you going to walk upstairs, my man. You see what I'm saying? So, Jazz, I'm going to come off strip real quick. See, that dollar whipped cream, that's going to have a slip and break her goddamn head. So we're going to get some whipped cream. We're going to go ahead and get the good stuff because we don't want to slide and all that. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, like, most black men got diabetes, so we got to kind of stay away from that goddamn whipped cream. But anyway, let's get back to it, right? So you here with her. You got it here, right? Hey, I said, don't say nothing. You just walk. Don't say nothing, right? Now, as she coming up the stairs, you done already put that soundtrack on, baby. You know what I mean? Now, we ain't gonna go with like Belle Biv DeVoe or goddamn Silk or none of that because they just not gonna get across what we need to get across. So we're gonna go ahead with a little Lenny. We're gonna go ahead with a little goddamn little Luther. Gotta be fat Luther. So this is very important. If you're gonna do Luther, it has to be fat Luther. You feel what I'm saying? Because them, ooh, they just wasn't the same when he was skinny. All right. Okay. So we got our soap. We got our leaves. We got upstairs. Now, as mad as she was, what you doing? Oh, now she's smiling. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You know what I mean? Yo. Just chill. All I want to do is love you. That's it. Just chill. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of what we've been going through. Baby, I just want to love you. That's it. You know what I mean? Get her upstairs, go ahead and start slowly unbuttoning her. You know what I mean? The music is playing. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to be a player, you go ahead and reach over in the air. Sing a couple of them lyrics. Turn off the lights. Come on, boy. And when you open that door, you got to open the door at the right time when it's light a candle. Bam! She see them goddamn candles in there. You hear what I'm telling you? You got the goddamn candles in there. You got that lavender dawn smelling right in there. You got the goddamn green leaves on top. Boy, when she getting that goddamn water, she done took all her clothes off and she getting that water and that rock salt at the bottom of them feet. Ooh. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Now, that little rock salt could get expensive, too. I probably shouldn't say this. I'm going to give away some free game. But that Himalayan salt and iodized salt, it's the same thing. Like, you could just, for real, you could go ahead and just put that in there. I'm going to keep it real with you. Like, I'm going to go ahead and I shouldn't have said that, but it's the same thing, my man. Get you some iodized salt. Get you whatever you need to get. Just go ahead and throw it in there. But anyway, now, man, when she get in that tub, boy, you just let her sit back, man. Let her lay her little head back. You see what I'm saying? The music playing. The vibe is right. You know what I mean? Now, remember, she ain't been giving you sex. You see, it's a method to what we're doing right now. Now, I want y'all to work with me. Now, I want y'all to feel me. I want y'all to get in the vibe. She in that tub, man. I want you to take right here on her forehead and just lay it back. You see what I'm saying? You want her to be comfortable. So just go ahead and lay that forehead back. Now she good and comfortable. I want you to take these two fingers on her eyelids and just lay them down. You see that right there? It's a very smooth motion now, all right? I want you to start at her eyebrows. You hear what I'm saying? And come down with it. One motion. Now her eyes is closed, baby. All right? It's our time now, baby. You know what's up. We got our eyes closed. We got the music on. I want you to take that arm and reach it back and hit that switch on her mother. Once you hit that switch, the lights is off, the candles is going. You see what I'm saying? It's smelling good in there. The music is on. That head laid back, them eyes closed. Now you want to reach over and turn the music up a little bit. Why are we turning up the music a little bit? We trying to set the mood, right? We want it to have nice slow music. You don't want to hear that zipper coming down, my man. You know where we going. Now that the music is up, you can go ahead and rub her head for her. You see what I'm saying? Because they like this. They like this right here. You see what I'm saying? So you rubbing that thing. And anytime she's trying to open her eyes, this way you want to be. You want to keep them here. Now remember, you still got a hand available. Now you pulling that zipper down, my man, because this is our chance. This is the only chance we're going to get. You see what I'm saying? The next time she open them eyes, we start bucket naked. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, my joint hard as Chinese arithmetic. There's one or two ways this going to go. Either you're going to do what I want you to do and give me some magic, or you're going to have some goddamn bubbles in your throat. You decide what you want to do, baby. You know what I mean? Now, don't say I ain't never taught y'all nothing. It's the doctor. We in session, baby, and I am here. You hear what I'm telling you? Now, ladies, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that there, man. You can't tell me, ain't can't nobody get more romantic than that there, man. You hear me? People, we have a good time. If I had to sum up my night tonight, and I had to sum up the topic of, are you your best? Are you your best? If you had to be honest with yourself, are you at your best time right now in your life for your mate? Would the truth be yes? And I say that just to say is that Love is grand. Everybody wants love. Sometimes people say, I don't want to be with nobody. I'd rather be by myself and all of this and all of that. But truth of the matter is, everybody would love to be in love. Everybody would love to be with somebody. Everybody would love to get in somebody's arms and just feel them pheromones exchanging vibes and scents, and just everybody wants that. But truth of the matter is, until you're ready for that, you shouldn't hunt that down. And I know some people might, why are you saying that? Because I'm saying that because somebody already went through their hurt and they went through their phase, and they stayed away from people until they were healed and ready to jump back into the dating scene. And it's not fair to them to have to go through that twice, because anybody who's truly been hurt, and I don't just mean, your baby father cheated on you, or, your boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, if you've truly been hurt, to go through that twice or three times is hell, man, and nobody deserves that. Heal. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to learn you. Give yourself time to learn your likes and your dislikes. Keep in mind that dating is just simply an interview. And the moment you see a red flag, or the moment you see something that you don't like, you are not obligated to be anybody's ride or die. Step off. That's not working. If you go to a job on an interview and the salary is not what you want, or the days off is not what you want, or the requirements of the job is not what you want, what do? Thank you for this interview. It was a pleasure, but it's not for me. And you have to move on. And if you would treat dating that way, then you wouldn't get yourself in these situations that you're in. There's nothing wrong with having qualities already in place that you want. There's nothing wrong with having high standards. There's nothing wrong with knowing what you want and what you'll allow and what you won't allow. And this goes for men and women. It's not only for women, for men too. We don't have to settle. Women, you don't have to settle. And I feel in today's time, a lot of people are settling because they just want to be with somebody. Until you good with being alone, until you good with being able to entertain yourself, until you can love yourself enough to know that I'll no longer let you speak to me that way, or I'll no longer let you hurt me, or you can't put your hands on me, or if you can't meet, if you can't match my yoke, then we not compatible for each other. If you're successful in life, it's okay for you not to want to struggle with somebody. It's okay that, I'm at this level. I don't want to start back from this level. What's wrong with that? It's okay for you to tell somebody that, hey, this is just not going to work out. But a lot of times, people come along and try and guilt you. Oh, you think you all that. Oh, you bougie. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. I am. Okay. You're just not the one for me. Because what I've learned that in relationships, marriage, and whatever it is, money and sex will always be the main problem that you'll have. Money and sex. It's okay with having uncomfortable conversations. After the first or second date, hey, what's your credit score like? What do you owe? After 40, you're no longer out just dating to be dating. Like, there has to be a purpose. There's what are we gonna do? We gonna be together, or we not gonna be together? This is what I want to do. I'm moving in a direction. I'm starting my own company. This is what I want to do. I'm not interested in working for anybody. It is going to be a struggle in the beginning, but here's my blueprint. Are you down? And if you're not down, you are not obligated to be down. Step off and move on. Go do what it is that you feel you need to do. At this stage of my life, I'm happily married. But however, if I had to get into another relationship, I'm not struggling with nobody. I've worked extremely hard to get to the place and the point that I'm at, and I refuse to start over. If you tell me your Con Edison bill is due or your Dominion bill or whatever, and I say that I'm going to help you, but you hand me a bill that's $1,600, this ain't just get due. You got problems, miss. I'm out. I don't have time for that. If you call me because you don't have food to feed your kids, I am going to feed those kids, but I'm out. I'm not willing to deal with this because if you don't have money to feed your kids, where are your priorities? This is something I don't want to deal with. If you don't have gas to get to work, this is something I don't want to deal with. If you don't have your own car, if your license is suspended, I don't want to deal with that. I'm not picking you up. I'm not dropping you off. I'm not doing none of that. And if you don't like me because I'm telling you how I feel and I'm telling you what I'm going to deal with and what I'm not going to deal with, then that's your problem, man. I am honestly all I could be right now. I am being my best self and striving to be better every day. Salute to you, sir. I'm moving to VA, my guy. It seems like the water is better there. Biz. Brabs. So I don't even know Brabs. I hope I'm saying your name right. But you have been an amazing supporter and you've been on everything and you share everything, and we are happy to have you as a part of this mogul family. There's always room to improve yourself as long as you're willing to accept that you have improvements to make. To focus on that before trying to fix your partner is the most effective approach. Now, if you're the only one willing to put in the work, that's when you need to evaluate whether or not you are better off alone. I agree with you 100%. And that just goes to my point is what I was, bringing to the forefront is you have to decide what you're willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. And if that person cannot see eye to eye with you, then you have to move on. And to sum up my night, I want to say that communication is extremely important. And uncomfortable, Sandra. Okay, I got you, Sandra. Um, Uncomfortable conversations need to be had in order to move on. If you can't have an uncomfortable conversation, then 9 times out of 10, it's not the person for you because you're always going to be holding things in. And then when you explode, it's going to be bad. So uncomfortable conversations are necessary for a relationship to strive. If you don't remember nothing else I said tonight, I want you to remember that. I think we're going to hashtag that. Uncomfortable conversations are important to strive. Just remember that. If you can't discuss things with your mate, if you can't talk about things that's bothering you, if you can't be truthful with that person, then it's not the person for you. If you can't come to them and say, hey, listen, I've been trying to talk to you about this and I feel like you're not paying me no attention and I'm fed up. I feel like I'm to the point where I want to start seeing other people. That's an uncomfortable conversation, but it's something that has to be had. It's a conversation that we have to talk about. Man, uncomfortable conversations are the center of it all. 100%. If you're uncomfortable, you have to talk about it because those kids are hurting, you're hurting, your mate is hurting, just everybody around you can sense it. And then just the lies you got to keep up. Like you get stressed out trying to keep up the lies. Hey, where's such and such? Oh, she just with her boyfriend somewhere. Yo, where he had to work. I mean, that man don't work 24 hours a day, man. And you got some people that's so petty. When you post stuff on Facebook, they go look and see if your mate liked it. Like you're weird. Like you are weird, man. Yo, did you notice Mike ain't like none of Teresa posts? Huh? Yeah, I don't have time for that. I'm not interested in that. But you got weird people. So I had an amazing time with you guys. I think that you all are absolutely amazing. I want you to keep the comments coming. I want you to keep the emails coming. I need a topic We're gonna go live this weekend, so you guys start commenting some topics. Let's see what y'all want to talk about. Let's discuss some real topics, things that's really going on in our households that are uncomfortable. I want to talk about only things that are uncomfortable conversations that need to be had. And that's just what it is. And remember what I told you. Money and sex will destroy any relationship, man. Ladies, what you won't do, there's a nasty slut that's just waiting to swallow everything he got. Fellas, what you won't do, there's a man that's going to give her money, buy her clothes and bags and shoes. She going to sneak them in, and he going to know that she with you, my man. He going to take care of your kids. He going to smile in your face and be giving her to Melvin. You remember Melvin from Baby Boy? He going to be walking her around his crib, holding her while he in the refrigerator, my man. And it may be uncomfortable, but it's real. It's real, man. There's people out here that's waiting to take your place. But same thing you fell in love with, it's somebody who want that, man. It's somebody who want that. Stop telling your business. Stop telling these people what your woman do for you and what your man do for you, because they in the cut waiting to get them. Stop running your mouth. Love is love, fam. Love is grand. Love is wanted by everybody. And love is deserved by everybody. But you have to be ready for love, if that makes any sense to you. If that makes any sense, you can't love if you're not ready to love. So again, you can find me on YouTube at Dr. Nate the Mogul MF. You can find me on Facebook at Dr. Nate the Mogul, and that's DRNATE, that's DA, and Mogul, MOGUL. I am a doctor. I specialize in MF, which means mistake fixing, which means there's nothing too big or small that you've done that can't be fixed. It may just can't be fixed overnight, but remember, you ain't messed it up overnight. So we a family, man. We a unit. We here to whatever you going through, we going to get it straight. Whatever you think can't be fixed and whatever you think can't be healed, bring it to the mistake fixer. I want a chance to try and put it together. I want to promote black families, white families, Chinese families. I don't care what your race is, but families need to be together. These kids need both parents in the household. These kids need to see a husband and wife. They need to see a wife and a wife, or a husband and a, I don't even care. Like, that's another show, but whatever it is, they need to see healthy relationships. That's what they need to see. They need to see healthy relationships, y'all. So if you're going through something with your mate, if you're going through something with your person, just weigh the pros and the cons. If you just can't make it, go ahead and leave. But if there's a chance you can make it, go ahead and shoot them a text tonight. A lot of times people take texts better than conversations. Go ahead and shoot them a text tonight. Go ahead and make that final attempt at making it work. Go ahead on Pandora, man. Put in Lenny Williams. Put in a Lenny Williams station and just let him talk for you if you need to. But if you feel like it's worth it and you feel like it could work and you feel like it has a chance to work, go ahead and make it work, man. Forget what them stupid people telling you. I guarantee you the people telling you to leave is the people who are alone, people who don't have nobody, people who just miserable with themselves. The producer's telling me we got 1 minute to get out of here. I just want to leave you with this. There's love out there for everybody. Your perfect person is out there. But it's up to you to be ready for them and be prepared for them when God sends them to you. With that said, you guys have a great night. It's always a pleasure. Please keep sharing this live. Please keep sharing the broadcast. Please go to our YouTube and subscribe. It's very important that you subscribe on our YouTube channel at Dr. Nate the Mogul. Again, love is love. Peace and hair grease. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do tonight, which ain't too much, because it's definitely Mr. Nasty Time. Peace.